The Big Turtle 50 Miler, one of 8 ultra races put on by Next Opportunity Events, is an out-and-back route along the beautiful Sheltowee Trace National Recreation Trail. The course has 8,000 feet of elevation gain and equal loss and begins near downtown Morehead, Kentucky on the campus of Morehead State University and turns around at the northern terminus of the trace in northern Rowan County. This race gives you a little bit of everything: rolling meadows, steep climbs and descents, rugged terrain, creek crossings, fast forest roads, and amazing spring views of the surrounding Appalachian foothills. On this beautiful spring day in April, we were experiencing some exceptionally warm weather with highs reaching near 88 degrees. And with no leaf cover on the trees, runners were fully exposed to the direct sunlight and heat for the entirety of the race. For this race day, I was only signed up to participate as a pacer for the final 10 miles, and while not running for a majority of the day, I did enjoy traveling to the many aid stations every 5 miles to film and cheer on my 4 new friends, Terry, William, Michael, and Matt, who I had only met the previous night at Twin Knobs Campground on the banks of the beautiful Cave Run Lake. So come along and join me for another adventure along the beautiful Sheltowee Trace. Well, this is my 3rd time here at Cave Run Lake, but my very first time being here while not competing in an FKT. Currently on my way over to Twin Knobs Campground, which is somewhere over in here, I'm guessing. Man, that sun is bright. 81 degrees. Wow. Well, I have arrived here at the Twin Knobs Campground here at Cave Run Lake, and this is the fellow that's running the 50-mile ultra tomorrow, Terry Boardman, and his boy William. This is our campsite. They're both staying there in that little 2-person tent, and I'm going to hang my hammock tonight. Since I'm not backpacking and don't need to be ultralight, why not enjoy the hammock, right? So I'm going to have my hammock right there between these 2 trees down here. Speak of the devil, here he is right here, folks. This is Terry Boardman.
Hey! I can't believe this guy came all the way down here to run 10 miles.
4-hour drive to run 10 miles. What the heck am I thinking?
I said to William, he's not going to make it. He won't make it. Who would drive that much?
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's going to be a heat wave tomorrow. 84 degrees. And his buddy Matt is camping across the way here, and we're having fajitas. Yeah, I know. I'm still rocking the Costco underquilt. All right, all set up. I'm gonna head across the way to get some food. This is where the party's happening tonight, folks. Pre-race party. He needs the Heimlich already.
So much pressure.
It doesn't follow the trail, it just goes, hey, the last time I saw you was here, and now I'm here, so it cuts across the corner.
That's what the Garmin Mini InReach does, tracking them. Yeah. Well, here we go. 40 minutes until start time. Leaving the campground, heading to Morehead State University to check in and give them their drop bags, and we'll be getting this race underway at 7 a.m. So this is where it's all going to begin and end. Well, obviously it ends here. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to begin. There's a lot of people prepping and getting ready to go.
All right, y'all, head over here by the 2 big white flags and start lining up by the start line. We've got just under 5 minutes, about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So let's get lined up over here.
Hey guys, have a good race. Good luck, Michael. Good luck, Mac. See you guys on the trail.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
luck, guys.
All right, we're 40 minutes into this race. I am currently here parked at mile 6, just a mile up the road from the first checkpoint or the aid station at mile 5. So I'm expecting the leaders to be coming up this gravel forest road here any moment. There's a Sheltowee sign right there. I remember this section well. And they will be turning left right here to head back up into the woods and then coming back out on a gravel road heading to the next aid station at mile 10. I think the leaders are getting close. I can hear some hooting and hollering off in the distance at the aid station at mile 5, so it should be any moment. Here comes the leader now. Great job.
Thank you.
Got a larger group coming through now. Great job, guys. Don't forget the left turn here.
Oh, yeah, get out of here.
That's an easy one to miss.
Yeah. Come on, Robbie. Come on.
Great job. Left turn here. This is our lead female runner right here, folks.
Miles of the day.
Yeah.
Minus gravel.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Roller coaster so far.
Yeah.
That's good.
Don't miss the left turn, man. A lot of people are almost running right by it.
Good call.
Hey, doing great. Good job.
How was good, man?
Good job, guys.
Morning.
Well, look who's coming down the trail. William and Matt. How you guys feeling?
I feel awesome.
Good. Where's Terry? Oh, there he is. Okay. You guys are feeling good still? Yep. It's just 6 miles. I think it's about 6 miles right here.
Real good.
Hey, how's it going, man? You hanging in there all right?
Yeah. How's it going?
Not bad.
Glad you found us.
I did. I'll find you at the next one. Keep it up, guys. Doing good. So this is the Big Perry aid station. Aid station, check station number 2. This is where I will be running from here to the finish with Terry later on this afternoon or evening.
75 out. Hey, Jason.
How you holding up, Michael? I'm enjoying this.
So far, so good.
Good luck, man. Still here at the second aid station at mile 10, and we have the very first 50K runner coming. He's passed quite a few of the 50-mile runners, even though they started an hour later. It's pretty amazing.
Second aid station.
There they come. How's it going, guys? Hanging in there? Any idea what pace you're at? I haven't computed the numbers. Are you? Okay. Great job.
I know you only see us when we're walking, dude.
William, how you doing?
Great.
Feeling good? Are you like having to hold way back for your dad? Are you holding back for your dad so he can stay with you?
Oh, yes, I got you.
William. Hey, William.
No, you're fine. No. I appreciate the help. Yes, no, I did get him.
Can I get a Coke?
Time to move.
You live your best life, Greg. Do what you gotta do. Huh? You're fine.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Hey,
Efficiency.
here, coach.
Efficiency. I will see you guys at Dry Branch.
You doing good?
Oh, I'm starving.
You are?
I'm gonna have to come in and pretend I'm a runner and get some food. Go get them, guys! Let's go! I'm currently here at the Holly Fork suspension bridge crossing. Feels good to finally be here and be able to go across this without a heavy backpack on. So let's go check it out. It's been fun watching all the runners come across this. Just made out of a simple 2x12 with some cables and fencing. Yeah, you really rock back and forth when you cross this thing. Here's the beautiful Holly Fork. Oh, I see some more runners coming. Let's hurry and get across here. I'm gonna go take a load off in my Helinox chair. All right, I see my crew coming here. Off in a distance, a couple hundred yards. Matt, William, and Terry, right there, making their way over here to the Holly Fork suspension bridge. There they come. Where's Terry? Oh, I see him. Keeping enough fluids, electrolyte, salt in you?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, good job, guys. Yes, it is. How you holding up? Keeping hydrated, electrolytes, salts, keeping all that in you?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. I don't know if I can hold up in this heat. This is terrible.
Yeah, no, he hit me a little bit.
All righty, I'll see you guys up at Dry Branch.
All right, brother.
Nice job, man. 50 miler? 50K? 50K. All right. Keep it up, man. All right, there goes the 50K leader right there. I know he's gunning for a course record. It's 4 hours something. 4 hours, 14 minutes, 4 hours, 31 minutes, something like that. But he's moving along at a pretty good clip. He was at an 8-minute mile at the 10-mile check station. All right, we're here at Dry Branch aid station, mile 15. And they got a nice pavilion for this one. I remember coming through here and getting water out of that little spigot. They put that water spigot there for through hikers. There's a little Sheltowee sign on it. Here they come. Matt and William rolling in here to the 15-mile aid station. Good job, guys.
I'm worried about Terry.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we're at...
How far back is Terry?
He's just right there, but we're at a 17-minute pace for this section.
Oh, no.
And that's, he's not going to...
I don't think he's gonna make it.
There's Terry. He's back a couple hundred yards. They said he's starting to slow down. He does have a back injury. Maybe it's rearing its ugly head because he was unable to train for a couple months due to the back injury, so he's not in tip-top shape for this 50-mile ultra today. Come and take a load off in the shade, man. It feels amazing in there. Doing all right?
He started creeping up on me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. I had a little rough section there, but I felt better. There's somebody behind.
All right, guys, ready to roll to the northern terminus. I will see you up there in a couple hours. There they go, climbing up out of this deep valley on the way to the northern terminus. 50K champion right here. What is that? What's his time?
5:33. Good job, Ben.
5:33. What's your friend's name?
Good job, Ben.
Chris. We should have another one here any minute named Chris.
I know, right?
This is Jessica, the first female 50K finisher.
Nice job, Jessica.
We're here at the northern terminus, and as you can see, it's just Matt and William.
Just Matt and William. Are we not enough?
The superstars.
Oh, that might be pushing it too.
Terry is back maybe a half hour, I'm guessing. Maybe only 20 minutes. I mean, he's back a ways.
Probably more than that.
Yeah. I was coming out of Morehead, and he said he was 45 minutes away.
Okay.
And that was about 20 minutes ago.
That's good.
So this aid station's out in the sun. Everything's hot. This is the northern terminus. It's gonna be a long day. You guys are half done. How's it feel to be half done? Does it feel good or does it feel bad because you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this all again?
Feels good because I'm halfway there.
Okay.
I'm not super jazzed about the next 8 miles on the ridge in the sun, but
Yeah.
after that, I think we can make it. That'll be fine.
Okay.
It's just hot, really, really hot. Especially since like my last long run was in 35-degree weather.
I hit 88 degrees coming out of Morehead. About 85, 86 right
I
now.
didn't want to know that.
Well, it's cooler up here. That's what you needed to know.
All right, just a short sprint back to the.
All right, guys.
Cold.
I'm gonna run with you just for a minute here.
Oh, we ain't gonna run.
Oh, okay. We're gonna walk.
Yep.
Leaving the northern terminus. And clear blue skies and 86 degrees. And these guys are hot.
Not just attractive, but warm.
Oh man, you almost can't get across this. I've never seen water in here like this. Oh man, you just don't even care anymore, huh?
What's that?
You don't even care anymore.
Air conditioning.
Yeah.
Air conditioning. All right, see you, man. Thanks.
All right, guys. Keep it up. We'll see you down at Dry Branch.
Yeah, there might be another.
You made it. I was just getting ready to film a segment that my buddy Terry had to drop.
I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm done.
You're his ride? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I just need some water. I'm so dehydrated.
I'm glad you made it out, buddy. Yeah. The craziest thing just happened. I was in my truck pulling out of the northern terminus to head back to Dry Branch to meet up with Matt and William, thinking that Terry had turned around. And as I was pulling out, I see Terry make his way out here at the northern terminus. He missed the cutoff by 5 minutes. Of course, they would allow him to continue if he felt he was capable, but he said he is done. It's too hot. It's just not his day. So he's gonna hop in the truck with me, and we're gonna head back to Dry Branch and root on William and Matt. Okay, time for a little update. I am here at the Dry Branch aid station, and William was able to get a text through to Terry, his father, to tell him that Matt had some serious stomach distress, and William is out on his own. So we're 15 miles from the finish on this 50-mile run. Well, I haven't run a lick yet. I've driven 50 miles, but I haven't run 50 miles. But William, I'm gonna join William for the final 15 miles. I was only gonna do 10. I hate running in heat. It's 86 to 88 degrees, no cover. It's full exposure in the woods everywhere. But I'm just adding an additional 5 miles to my original plan of pacing Terry for 10 miles. So it's gonna be William and I to the finish line for the final 15 miles.
You don't have to run 5-minute miles, so take it easy, okay?
All right, here we go. We just left Dry Branch. Just me and William. I'm assuming Michael has already finished. Well, maybe not. He's probably getting near the end though. But Matt has bailed and Terry has bailed. So we're just gonna try to get down this trail about 20-minute miles and finish this thing off strong. A beautiful day on the Sheltowee Trace. It's kind of neat seeing it in the daylight. It has always been dark when I come through here. And there's never been green grass. Yep, I got the flaming gators on today. Here we are back at Holly Fork. Feels like I was just here. Cross it again. You almost get like a vertigo feeling when you're crossing this thing. Holy crap. Sun's getting a little lower in the sky. Got a pretty big climb coming up here. About 1.25 miles to the next aid station. We are currently a half-mile away from the aid station that's 10 miles from the finish. Big Perry. And we're We're cutting it pretty close. The cutoff deadline is 7 o'clock sharp. We got 20 minutes to get there, and we got 4/10 of a mile. We're gonna make it, but it's gonna be close. Getting ready to pop out onto the road here in a few minutes and cross I-64. I-64 and a beautiful blue sky. All right, ready to go, William? All righty, on to the next one.
Enjoy.
The sun is getting ready to dip below the tree line. Getting late. We're about 5 miles from the finish. Final look at the sun. Beautiful. And it's very comfortable out here now. Mid-70s.
Cold seltzer, we got.
Final aid station. 5 miles left.
Absolutely.
Let's do it, William. Here we go. I can see the city lights of Morehead down below. Final mile. 25 minutes left till cutoff. All right, we are coming off of the trail, coming out to the road, or the asphalt section here at Morehead University. Final quarter mile run into the finish line. And William is right behind me. He's doing great. I'm feeling it, so I can't even imagine what he feels like after 49.9 miles. Let's do it, buddy. Even though I only ran 16 miles today, actually 15 and a half, it feels like I ran the whole thing just because of being a part of the whole day. It was an awesome experience. What's the sense of accomplishment feel like to you right now? Is it overwhelming? Does it feel awesome?
Yeah, because I finally did it.
You did.
Do it all day.
Yeah, it was a long day. How many hours have you been out here? 7 a.m. to 10. Wow. That's 12, 13, 14, almost just shy of 15 hours. We're gonna cross the finish line with less than 10 minutes to spare. Here we are, folks. Approaching the finish line. Final 50 yards. And this massive 50-mile day will be over for William. Nice job, man.
First 50. First 50.
Awesome. What an accomplishment.
Congratulations. Here you go, man. Hey, what's your bid number?
There you go.
26. Got it.
Hey, this is one.
That's a good job on taking that on your own for finishing this.
You won it today?
Yeah.
The 50 miler?
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
I got you a Coke. Want a Coke?
Yes.
All right, side by side, we got the youngest participant today and the champion of the 50 miler. Congratulations, guys. What an accomplishment.
25 miles, I got 5 hours, and then started slowing down and started every time I go uphill, my toes started cramping and my calves started cramping. So I sat at the last aid station at 45 miles, and they started doing a little dance. I started getting nauseous. I said, better to fight another day than to get out in the middle of the trail and not be able to move.
Man, so close.
Yeah, it was close, but I think it was the right call today anyway.
Yeah, today was tough. There's a lot of people that didn't finish
Very
today.
hot. I think there was a lot that had to get picked up because they didn't make the cutoffs today too.
Well, hey, it was great meeting
was
you.
good.
And,
You too.
and good
Appreciate
camping with you last night. And
You bet.
better luck next time. I'm sure there's going to be a next time real soon.
That's right.
We've got some final runners coming in here. 6 minutes ahead of the cutoff time. There's still some more out there, folks. It's going to be close.
Nice job.
All right.
Nice job.
crossing the Ohio River here in Maysville, Kentucky.
Continue onto Business US Route 62, then turn left onto US 52.
I made it home. I decided to drive the 3.5 hours home from Morehead, Kentucky to Ohio, and it's after 2 a.m. now, and I am exhausted. But what a great day. I thoroughly enjoyed myself at the Big Turtle Ultra. That was my first one, and what a cool experience. I got to meet so many neat people at the aid stations, got to meet Michael, the race director. I just learned a lot today, seeing how the ultra races are put together and how they work. It was just really, really cool. And everybody that ran in the ultra that I talked to is just so nice and encouraging. It's a great group of people, and it's something I think I want to be a part of in the future. Whether I run in one or maybe just volunteer in one, I know I want to be a part of one in the future because I really, really enjoyed it. And the highlight of my day was pacing William into the finish line for the final 15 miles. He was the only one of the group of 4 guys that started off together that I camped out with last night that completed the 50-mile ultra. Everybody else did not finish. The other 3 guys, they all had something happen to them that stemmed from the heat, most likely, whether it was a distressed stomach or cramps. They all had to bail early. But William made it with 10 minutes left. And I was telling him, what an incredible accomplishment. I mean, they have the mental and physical strength that he had at age 13 to finish that 50-miler. It was pretty impressive. Well, that was another great adventure on the Sheltowee Trace. And speaking of adventures, this one is over. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Jason Wish, wishing you a great time on your next adventure.